In this video, we will move on to define our shape thread job. Let's start by adding a threading job and picking up our geometry. For our geometry, we'll be using a point-to-point option and start our thread from this point here, and we will end up to the exact same point here on the shape. Why? Because if we selected this point here, for example, this would mean that one more shape would be done here and we would cut out our target model. We can now confirm our chain and confirm the geometry. For a modified geometry, we don't need to do anything and we can move on to the section for shape thread. Select this option, we are prompted to create a new shape for our thread. Let's go and create it. So we'll start from this entity here and end up with this entity here. So this will be our shape for the thread. Let's confirm it and confirm our selection. And now we are prompted to define a reference point. A reference point is nothing else than the starting point of our shape. So if we click here on this point, SolidCAM will automatically grab these values for X and Z. And we can just go and confirm. We move on to the tool page and we'll go into Toolkit. And for our tool, we'll select tool number 3, which is a grooving tool with the round insert of 3 mm diameter. Let's go and confirm our selection. Moving on to the levels page, we'll leave 2 mm of safety distance and move on to the technology. You can note that in the technology page, long external mode is already preselected, which is correct for our part. For the thread, we will not be using anything standard since this is a shape thread, and we will be using user-defined thread. Our pitch unit will use millimeters, and our pitch we need to calculate. It can be measured from the 2 consecutive points from 2 shapes. So for example, from this point up to this point, we can see, let's go and pick them, that it is 18 millimeters distance. This means that our pitch is 18 millimeters. We will be using a step down a bit rougher, let's say 1 millimeter and 0.5 millimeter step over. Of course, here we can select a multi-start, but we don't have a multi-start shape thread. For our links, we'll be going from the right safety corner up to the right safety corner, and now we can also go and define the name of our operation. For example, main spindle, OD, shaped thread. And now we can go and calculate our job. If your toolpath starts from the first shape inside and ends up in the last shape inside, this is a good indicator that you created your job correctly. You can move on and simulate the job, for example, in 3D in SolidCAM Simulator. And if you play, this is how the shape thread will be done. You can in any moment pause your simulation and maybe go and compare if this is correct. And as you can see, we are doing our shape thread correctly. Thanks for watching this video and see you in the next one.